Hey guys, this is Rick, and welcome to the RockHouse server. Well, I've been doing stuff, so let me show you kind of what I was doing. Yeah, I took down all the buildings, got rid of the well, put Assassino in a nice little pen here. So that's just one block, so he can't get out. Villagers are over here still. That's still the same. Got some cows I need to kill so I can start making bookshelves for the enchanting table, which I think I showed last time, did I not? The enchanting table. So I got an anvil and an enchanting table there. And if you remember last time, I set up the rotten flesh farm, found that zombie spawner. So this is what I've been doing. I've been kind of working on this guy. I've got a little entrance here. I took down that ugly little house and just made this sort of little entrance there, but oops, I forgot to put some ladders there, so we're gonna have to dig our way out when we get back up there. I need to put some ladders here. But okay, so here's now the zombie spawner is right in there, and I figured I don't need to get back in there anymore. So yeah, so this is my little fishing hole here. I think I mentioned that I can just sit here and fish while the zombies are over there spawning. And they actually spawn if I'm down there as well, or at least down there in that part of the room. Let me get this music down. It's loud. But yeah, you can just sit here and fish. You can hear them over there, or hear them down there actually, dying. So you just sit here and fish, and you know, just let them pile up there. Fishing is you know, since you gotta be AFK here anyways, you know, if you want to get a good supply of zombie flesh, you might as well just fish, because you get some good stuff with fishing, some books and whatnot. So you notice the glowstone over here. The glowstone is from my villager, so not really the right time of day to be fishing. But you can see I did catch a fish. And here's the bottom part of it. Glowstone everywhere. I left the water there. Used the diorite and andesite there, and I wanted to use the mossy cobble, so I've got that going. Of course, you can always make more of that now. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. Of course, here's the deal. And I found out that most of the time the baby zombies die. So that's good. You know, they just sit here. Like I said, it doesn't do, you know, I should have made these guys go down a little farther. I think the light from the lava is probably cutting down the return, but it's good enough. I mean, I'm just looking for zombie flesh. That's all I'm, you know, just for trading. So yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So yeah, they're spawning pretty good in there. I actually had, while I was working on this, I collected, I don't know, there was like 4 stacks of zombie flesh, which let's go ahead and take this back actually and see if we can do some more trading with that villager over there. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Even the baby zombies seem to be dying. I think they swim up right here. The babies, they swim up, get caught in there, and then just die, catch on fire, and then just burn to death. So but yeah, I thought it turned out pretty nice. So now we're going to have to probably dig our way out up here, because I forgot to put some ladders on these last 2 blocks here. I built it up, and then I forgot to put the ladders on there. So there we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Gotta dig our way out. Spider. Getting some lag, some bad lag today for some reason. I don't know what it is. Let's see if we can sleep here. I'm the only one on. I've been on for quite a while, and I haven't seen anybody else on, so yep. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back up here. I think I got some more zombie flesh in here. Do I? Yeah. Oh, I got another stack of it in there. Okay, cool. I need to expand out my storage area here. Let's see if we can get anything good off this guy. Or let's see if we can open up any other trades, is what I meant to say. Okay, so that one's... Now we're probably not going to be able to do anything else. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do the lapis one. That's always a... Let's see. Nope, that didn't open that one up, did it? Not much we can do. I guess that's his last trade. That's all of his trades right there. Okay, so I haven't seen any new ones opening up. Can't do much with a... Have to get some of those other guys going on their trades and stuff. But that lapis trade is good, since you have to use lapis now for... I've got a bunch of gold. I'm saving up my gold because I'm going to do a notch apple, just for the heck of it. And maybe if I fight a wither here... see, what am I looking for? Fight a wither, I can use the notch apple. Mix. I don't have any ladders, so I'm just going to make all these into sticks because can always use... Oh, I got a bow. We'll just put that there. Yeah, I got those off of... well, I think I might have got those, the boots at spawn, and the leggings too. I'm not sure, but I got a bunch of gold. I got some gold armor off of two skeletons that were both decked out in gold armor from... I mean, they had everything, head to toe in gold armor. Two of them. So one of them dropped, what was it? A pair of boots, I think, and then the other guy dropped... oh, darn it! I put that sand up. Well, I'm going to take this down anyway, so this little hill is very annoying. Okay, let's see. Okay, and let's see. Put the sand back. There we go. Now we got ladder. Oh, I didn't realize there was 4 of them. Ah, I'm short one ladder, darn it. Okay, well, I'll fix that. So what I'm going to be doing here, I wanted to show you guys the progress on the the rotten flesh farm down there. So that's all done and ready to go. And more gold. Got a ton of gold. I've been finding gold all over the place, but haven't found any more diamonds other than the ones that I did find. That should be enough, right? There we go. Overpowered. Yeah. So got myself a notch apple. There we go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of grinding here and get some sand. Lots and lots of sand. I'm gonna probably these mountains over here. These ones right here. I'm gonna tear down. I'm gonna tear that down. I'm gonna flatten out this whole area here. So I'm gonna tear down all those mountains there and back behind here as well. I'm going to tear out all of that. Probably might leave that one there, but I'm going to tear all that out and make this all flat. Make a ton of sandstone and then work on the pyramid because I want to move the farms from here over underneath, build a big pyramid and move, make the whole inside farms underneath the pyramid. So I'm going to work on that and yeah, we'll get back to you here in probably quite a while. Well, it won't be a while for you, but it will be for me. So see you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. It's been 2-3 days or so since that last recording that I made. And I've been basically working, getting sandstone. Got my whole inventories full here, and I've got all this because I mentioned last time I was going to put a pyramid over there and move the farms over there. I've kind of changed my mind on that. I decided to put the pyramid and farm here rather than over there because what I want to do, I'm going to tear this down like I've torn down everything else around here. Tear this down. This will be the big farm, and then I'm going to connect it with another smaller pyramid, which is going to be my house, and I'm going to take that house down, and I may end up having to move these guys somewhere too, just to have room. Although pyramid isn't going to be that big, it's not going to be nearly as big as this one here. I'll just put up some. I was making a little cactus farm actually, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put it around these guys and you know, make it a useful cactus farm as well, because I wanted a bunch of cactus just so I can populate the area and whatnot. But this is going to be the farming pyramid. Remember I mentioned making a farm and making a pyramid and putting the farms inside. Well, that's what this is here. I'm undecided about what to do over here. I have made one decision though, and that is I am going to build at least some of the 7 ancient wonders of the world. There's obviously 7 of them, but a couple of them are statues. You know, I forget. There's two statues, and I forget who they are of. I think one's of Zeus, and I can't remember who the other one is. But I'm not. That would be beyond my capabilities to do as far as building a statue. I mean, I can maybe attempt it, but it's probably wouldn't turn out very well. But the other ones are buildings or whatnot. For instance, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. That one would be doable. There's the Lighthouse at Alexandria. And that's what I was thinking about putting here. Alexandria, of course, was the capital of Egypt during the later part of the Egyptian reign. I think during the time of, like, you know, Shakespeare's and Cleopatra and whatnot. But this water area, I'd have to take this down, and I actually I'd have to get rid of all this here. Whoops, walking in those reeds. I'd have to get rid of all that there. That would be a big job, and I actually started that over here. As you can see, this little peninsula used to stick out. Well, it's underwater now, and I'm going to go ahead and take it all the way down. But that's still not very big enough. But if we go over in this direction here, there is an ocean, and it extends for a ways. See, that's to the, let's see, what was it? So that would be to the north. And if I remember looking at the map of loading up the world in Amidst, which is how I found this place here. In the Amidst map, I saw that this was a fairly decent sized body of water here. So the Lighthouse of Alexandria might work there. The problem is we're not going to be able to see here because of these mountains. So I'm thinking that, okay, what we'll have to do, you know, we've got this path here. But I'm thinking about, see, we've got sort of this little area here between these two mountains. I'm thinking about just clearing this whole area out and bringing it down flat so we can see out this way and build a little path out this way as well. And over here I'll build the lighthouse and a path going to it and maybe a dock area and stuff. Since this is kind of a fairly big, it's not huge. There's another desert. If you keep going sort of to the northwest, there's another big desert area. But as you can see, this is kind of a, it's more open than that other area is, and it makes more sense to put it over here. Of course, it's not next to where the village was, and the reason I picked that area over there was because of the village. But I think this would make a good spot for it here. And so that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to build the lighthouse here. I'm not going to do anything with that other area just the moment. And what I'll do is I can take down this area here. Now the lighthouse is going to be big. Lighthouse at Alexandria was huge. That's why it was, you know, that's why it was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. So it can make it fairly good size, and that I think would be a good place to do it. I don't really know how to do the light. I think the lighthouse in Alexandria actually was just a big fire that they burned to cast light, because, you know, they didn't have electricity or any of that stuff back then, so they couldn't have the fancy ones that we got now. There's that cactus. But, you know, if we take this, if I take this down all the way down to there, that'll make us a nice little path. And we have the farm here, or this will be a pyramid, but the farm here, and I got some glowstone in there. And then I'm going to make a smaller pyramid for that house there, and probably some place to house the villagers too. So this will be kind of a little pyramid complex. So out this way, I think we can do some of the other stuff. Yeah, I can't think of all the... I was looking on the internet here the other day, and I thought, gosh, that'd be kind of fun to do. But I can't think of what all the pyramids are, or I mean, what all the 7 wonders were. But the Hanging Gardens of Babylon were one, and I've got, you know, of course, we don't really have pictures of those places. We have some descriptions, but no real pictures of them. So, you know, I'm just going by artist conceptions of what the artists think the place looked like. I found a really nice picture, really nice artist conception of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon that kind of went up with a bunch of sort of like a kind of a pyramid-ish type of thing, kind of a square pyramid-ish thing that went up with plants and stuff all hanging down. It was pretty cool. But then the other ones are just buildings and stuff. So yeah, so we're probably going to do that. I'm going to build a lighthouse out there. It'll take some tearing all this down and building a path or whatnot. And I still may just, I had mentioned about getting rid of this mountain here. I may in fact just do that, but that's going to be a lot of work. It's going to not happen all overnight, that's for sure. And of course, these are going to be my my farms. So I laid it out here, and I kind of spread it. I don't even exactly know what the exact dimensions are here, but I wanted to give enough room. Since it's a pyramid, it's going to be going up like this, you know. So I basically had to move the perimeter out far enough to accommodate the sloping interior. So, but we'll just, this is going to be kind of just give you an idea here what we're going to do, what I'm going to do. This is going to end up being quite a big pyramid, actually. It was a lot bigger than I thought originally, you know, with those pads in there. I don't know, it doesn't look exactly square either. I'm not exactly sure why. It should be. I thought I had given myself, you know, well, let's go over this one here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I don't have 5 over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've got 5 there. What's over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've got 5. I don't know, just for some reason, it just didn't look square to me. I don't know why. But I don't even think I have enough. I had a double chest full of sandstone, and I don't even think I have enough sandstone to finish this one pyramid. So this is really going to take a lot of. All of these builds are going to take a lot of resources. Now the Lighthouse is Alexandria, which is what I kind of want to do next. I'm going to do that in that diorite, which is the white stone, because the picture that I have of it, this right here, the diorite. Here's polished diorite, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. I mean, you've seen it before. Like there, they show the picture I have. It's made out of white limestone, actually. Or they use that as the use that in the picture at least. So I don't know exactly. I don't know if we know exactly what it was made out of. We do know that the pyramids themselves were actually white, blindingly white, according to accounts. And people believe that the pyramids were actually clad. You know, they built it up using the sandstone or rock or limestone, I guess. They had built it up, but using the limestone. But then they used polished white limestone as a cladding on the outside. And according to accounts that that I've read, and according to documentation from, the pyramids are still around, right? So I mean, we've got documentation that goes back on the pyramids for a long, long time. And according to the documentation, you could see those things for miles away because they were clad in white limestone. So it's very possible that the Lighthouse at Alexandria was in fact built with white limestone. I'm going to use the diorite anyways because that's the picture that I have is white, so I think it'll fit in pretty well. But yeah, building these pyramids isn't hard. This is basically how you do it. You just go up and up and up and up. Of course, you need, I'd be building this all the way around. I'm just going to give you kind of an idea here what this thing's going to look like. The general shape of it. And then I'll finish it off because, this is all it's going to be, is just doing this kind of stuff for an hour on end, probably, more than likely. And then we just see each level just comes out a little bit more. So yeah, so that will go all the way up to the top. Now this is going to be a fairly big pyramid, I think. I'm just looking at there, and then what I'll do is down here. Did I bring him? No, I didn't bring him. Let me go grab him and I'll show you what I'll do, because the pyramids were actually smooth-sided. They weren't stepped. Now the South American pyramids were stepped, but the Egyptian pyramids were smooth because they had a cladding that they used over the top. So can't really make it super smooth. But if we do this with stairs, that'll kind of even it out some at least. Like so. So there will be stairs along the side, and of course the stairs would come out like this. Let's see, do this corner here. So the stairs would come out like that. And obviously there would be one around this side as well. Snapshot, we still have these stupid stair visual artifacts on the stairs, so there's nothing I can do about that. But that's what it's going to look like. So it's actually going to be out just a little bit, but it's going to be fairly smooth. I mean, you know, as smooth as it's going to be, that's as smooth as we're going to be able to get it. Ideally, it would, you know, if we had a block that we could slant, for example, you know, if this block had a slanted side on it, then we could just go all the way up, and then we'd have a, you know, a real nice looking pyramid. But yeah, so okay, well, let me this is kind of the plan. Let me get to it. It's just going to take a bunch of block placing. I'm also going to put stairs up underneath here as well. I'm not going to put them there because I want the lighting, and I may put stuff under there, I don't know, but I want the lighting. You know, I've got the lighting basically set up with the glowstone so that all this is lit correctly, or lit enough so we don't get mob spawning. So I don't want to cover that up with stairs, and it'd be kind of hard to get it in there, but I may put stairs along here and here and here. Just leave that shelf, that area up underneath there just open, and that'll smooth out the interior as well as the exterior, make it look a little nicer. But I don't know, I'll see when I get to it. I may leave it, who knows. But I'm probably not going to have enough sandstone to actually finish this, so I'll probably end up having to do some more mining and whatnot to get some more sandstone, which would be fine. I could flatten this area this way, get a bunch of sand. So surprisingly enough, in the new desert generation, there's actually quite a bit of sand and sandstone in these mountains now. You know, before, if you dug down in these mountains, you'd hit stone pretty quickly. I mean, it was basically at a stone interior with a covering of sand on it. That's the way most of them that I dug around in were that way. But these actually are mostly sand and sandstone, which is really nice because it gives there's a lot of material in there. If this thing is completely sand and sandstone, which probably a big majority of it is, you know, you have sand and then underneath you're going to have sandstone. That's just that's nice because, you know, it gives you a lot of material to work with, and we're going to use a lot of it, looks like, doing these builds, especially if we go with the sandstone. I'm going to mostly do sandstone because that kind of fits in with the desert theme. But like I said, we're going to use the diorite for the lighthouse over there, and we may end up using different blocks in the build, not just all sandstone, because I just don't want to use sandstone for everything. But we've got the red granite or the pink granite, and we've got the diorite and the andesite. Andesite's pretty close to cobble, so andesite and cobble or stone probably would go well with stone brick. And we got the diorite and andesite. Actually looks pretty good together, as we saw there in the farm. So yeah. Well, anyways, let me get to it, and I'll bring you back and show you the finished product. So see you here in a bit.